Basically, Virat Kohli has suffered in the knockouts in ODI ICC Champion, ODI ICC Champions Trophy or ODI World Cup.
Mhm.
Only in ODIs, okay. Majority of the people wouldn't want to see that stat,
Right.
okay. But it was Ian Smith, who is a New Zealander, okay. He was there. He
Mhm.
told, "I will speak it on TV," because he wanted New Zealand to win,
Yeah.
obviously,
Mhm.
and he wanted to say this. It is a stat
Right.
because it is not wrong or anything. It
Mhm.
is a stat, but few times sometimes the people might not want to look at it.
Yeah.
But he told, okay, give me. These are the numbers. He said 32, 7, 11, 9, like that. Since 2011 World Cup till 2023 ODI, ICC events, ODI. In
Mhm.
knockouts, he hasn't done much. He told all the, so brace yourself, folks. This is India and fans. You don't want to hear this. This is the stat. He told that. He read it like that. It happens sometimes, but it is real. But he scored a century that day.
Right.
So it was the vice versa. But you can build up the talking saying that he hasn't scored until today. Will he perform on the biggest day in India at Bankan? He did that. And India went on to win that match. And unfortunately, India lost in the final. 2014 Virat Kohli is not the Virat Kohli of 2015.
Right.
How he played in 2014 England and how he played in 2018 England is totally different. So, what he has changed. For that, we will see what he has put movements he has changed with our software, with the 2014 videos compared with 2018 videos. Likewise, even since you asked cover drive, likewise, we will check how he has gotten out to cover drives or how he has played the cover drives so well. Which length balls he has played so well, which fourth stump, fifth stump line he struggles.
Mhm.
Like that, we have the exact each and every data you want to. So at the time, we will go open our software whenever the commentators are. This is what it is. We'll give for the last two IPL. For the last two IPLs, against leg spin, he has been dismissed 3 times. But against off spinners, he has been dismissed 8 times, like that. So all the things, whichever shot he gets out, everything will get it. If I make a mistake, it will look bad on the commentator, whoever is saying that exact point on TV. Okay. For example, if I say CSK won 8 consecutive matches against RCB, example. Okay. If I say 8, but if the data is 10 means they will look bad. They will get trolled in Twitter,
Right.
Instagram, whatever it is. So I have to be very careful with particularly with the data. But if you like something in life and if you're passionate about it and if you want to like explore it deeply, if you give your full, like you have to be 100% sure before making this move. Because when you get a 35,000 salary, suddenly if it goes down to 22 or 23,000 salary, even each and every parents will be afraid of it.
Right.
Like who would be even now, if you see the people who work with me in Cognizant, they might earn like 50 lakhs or something. I might earn half the price of them or little more than that. But the thing is, I do what I like. I'm very much convinced about the leg cutter. Rutraj has scored a 4 in the leg side. They will mark the wagon wheel. They will mark the ball speed. They will mark what type of shot, full shot or straight drive or cover drive or whatever it is. So there will be 40 to 50 parameters they will mark. Each and every bit they will be marked for each and every ball. So sometimes for Jadeja it will be difficult. You might think Jadeja finishes off within seconds. So there'll be two people. So one will do the coding, another one will do the quality check. So
Mhm.
he will do the quality check. He will confirm it. There might some big matches there will be three people. The third person will be the double like check
Check.
person.
Yeah.
So
QA.
he will do the maximum. So all these things will be done within few minutes so that the data will be there in the database. So during live matches, whenever you want some data, so who has scored most runs in boundaries or whatever it is. So whatever data you want, majority of the data will be coming from the database because of this coding team who does it in the backend. So that these are the main people who work behind the scenes. A lot of them don't know like how this database is maintained or anything is there. So for all this data is being monitored, right? We have a technical team who make all these apps and data maintain the database. This is how the data is managed behind the scenes.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the new episode of Professionals Unplugged. I am your host, Utkarsh Shukla, and today we have Kevin with us. Kevin, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
So, before starting this interview, I would like to give a brief about Kevin. So, Kevin is a cricket statistician and a data analyst. So, anything that you see on your TV regarding anything that regards to players or the cricket ground or anything, Kevin is the man behind it. So, today we are going to have a deep dive on it and to know more about the journey. So, thanks, Kevin, again for
Yeah,
joining in.
yeah.
So let's start with our very basic question. Can you please introduce yourself to our audience, Kevin, like how you started this journey and what was the thought process behind it?
Like majority of the Indians, I also finished my engineering and joined the IT company. So basically, when I was in IT company, being a sports passionate person, I have been a college badminton player and everything. I wanted to play for long for India or some some way or the other. I want to represent the sporting culture in future. So when one day when my friend was working in a company called Karamba Cricket 21, who's one of the best companies in India regarding the sports data statistics. So he was the one who made me inspired to work in this field. Since I have passion towards sports, since I saw my friend going to Karnataka State Cricket Association as a video analyst, he went to SRS and won the IPL trophy. After he won the IPL trophy only, I was very much happy and I got sorry. You wanted to say something?
No, no, no. I was
No,
just
you were like this. No, okay, I'll cut from this.
no. Worries.
So after my friend won that thing, I was so much inspired from it, and I was like, before that finals, I gave my interview and I got selected, and I was happy, and everything was going for me. So my friend won the trophy, and I was also very much happy to work in this field going forward and see what the things in future I can do. So this is how I entered the field. But I I joined the company and I went into the statistics field. So they were that exactly at that point they had the Starports was taking over the IPL rights in 2018 towards that time. So there were quite a few domestic T20 leagues like the Tamil Nadu Premier League, Karnataka Premier League. So post for those tournaments, they were in need of some statistics person. That was the time when I entered the statistics field.
That's really nice. And generally, when we start our career in IT and we are at a certain salary point, right, it's difficult for us to go back and start a new journey, right? So, how
Yeah.
did you took that step, and how hard was it for you to convince yourself to go for a lower salary, right? As you mentioned.
No, that's what. If you like something in life and if you're passionate about it and if you want to like explore it deeply, if you give your full, like you have to be 100% sure before making this move. Because when you get a 35,000 salary, suddenly if it goes down to 22 or 23,000 salary, even each and every parents will be afraid of it.
Right.
Like who would be even now, if you see the people who work with me in Cognizant, they might earn like 50 lakhs or something. I might earn half the price of them or little more than that. But the thing is, I do what I like. I'm very much happy with what I do. I do spend my time with family and I do travel along the cricketing people around the world. And it gives me joy and it gives me pleasure to work with one of the great peoples in the industry. And this is my passion towards sports.
Mm.
That's why when you have the passion, even for lesser money, you can do.
That's really nice answer. And now starting your journey as a statistician, right? So before talking about the internal things, can you tell us like how do you guys manage to get all this data like from all those entire history? Because I'm also an engineer, so when we are working on say our college project, I worked
Mm.
on IPL college project. We were struggling with the data set. We just find some
Yeah,
data on Kaggle or any website and then build some analytics on the same. But in the real time we see a lot of data that is not easily foundable on internet, right? So
yeah.
if it's fine with you or if it's shareable information, can you just tell us like how this information
Yeah,
is?
yeah. So basically, since I told you that I work in Karamba Technologies, otherwise called as Cricket 21, they have certain people who does the coding bit. They have a database. for each since 2011 or 2008, all the IPL matches, they have each ball by ball data. Whatever the batsman has done, whatever the bowler has bowled, whatever the fielder has taken the catch, however it is. So they have a backend team. For example, for one match, there will be three people or two people who will be sitting and coding. They have a tool, they have a software. So whenever the live match happens, example. So for example, today's India, sorry, I told today's India because
Coins.
it
You,
shouldn't be.
you can start it again. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So for example, if there is a match, for example, CSK versus SRS is happening. So if Rutraj is batting and if the bowler is Pat Cummins is bowling, example, Pat Cummins has bowled a leg cutter. Rutraj has scored a four in the leg side. They will mark the wagon wheel. They will mark the ball speed. They will mark what type of shot, full shot or straight drive or cover drive or whatever it is. So there will be 40 to 50 parameters they will mark. Each and every bit they will be marked for each and every ball. So sometimes for Jadeja it will be difficult. You might think Jadeja finishes off within seconds. So there'll be two people. So one will do the coding, another one will do the quality check. So
Mhm.
he will do the quality check. He will confirm it. There might some big matches there will be three people. The third person will be the double like check
Okay.
person.
Yeah.
So
QA.
he will do the maximum. So all these things will be done within few minutes so that the data will be there in the database. So during live matches, whenever you want some data, so who has scored most runs in boundaries or whatever it is. So whatever data you want, majority of the data will be coming from the database because of this coding team who does it in the backend. So people that these are the main people who work behind the scenes. A lot of them don't know like how this database is maintained or anything is there. So for all this data is being monitored, right? We have a technical team who make all these apps and data maintain the database. This is how the data is managed behind the scenes.
And are these data sets being private to these companies only, like the name you mentioned? So are these only specific to them, or ICC also provides their own data set?
No, like for example, so even ICC, BCCI, everyone they outsource the data. So they get data from specific persons. Like there are a lot of cricket statisticians around India, like four to five good statisticians around India. They will get it from them who has a database, who get a database from Cricket Archive or Cricket Info. They pay and they get the database. So Cricket Info and Cricket Archive are the sites who provide data to people.
Okay.
There are few companies who mainly do the only data part, like Kadamba, Quiz, Sports Analytics. They do get the data. They do how to say? They do set up their own database and
Okay.
have their own data. Unlike so if you go for Cricinfo, it's user friendly, it's free of cost. But if you go to these companies, they have spent money, so obviously they won't give it for free.
Right.
So you have to pay and get it. So for example, they have a tool. Like if you go to Cricinfo, you have a tool called StatGuru.
Mm.
Likewise, Kadamba has their own tool. It's called SHD. So if that is one of the best tools I have ever used. You
Mm.
can get data easily, whatever data you can get. So this is the way to get a data for a in general for a like normal user. Like for example, suddenly like you guys, like when you said you don't get the data from during the college. So at that time, what they can be done is they have to pay this company and get the data. If
Mm.
not, when it is open source in Cricinfo or something, you can get a minimal amount of data, not a deep variety of data.
Right. Correct. And I think it will answer a lot of people's queries regarding how these data sets are maintained, right? And now talking about your role as a statistician, so how your day look like? Say suppose there is a match going on, right? So what are your day-to-day responsibilities? And if you can just take us through it.
So basically, my role is to give like I will be preparing a document. Basically, I will be preparing a document for the commentator before the match. For example, I did the IPL 2025, for which I had did the RCB versus CSK match in Bangalore. Example. So before that, I'll give the data points like who's the squad, who is injured, who's not injured for both the teams. Then probable 11s for both the teams. Then like pitch facts. What is the record in the Chinnaswamy Stadium in the last 4, 5, 2, 3 seasons? What is the record between CSK and RCB at the venue? Like that. Then in like this season trends, which team has done well in the power play, middle overs, end overs, like that. That data points keep on going. Like I will find maximum data points and I will put it together, then head to head between these two teams, between batsman bowler at this venue record, this season numbers. Overall, I will compile and I will send a 14, 15 page document to the commentators. So before every match, I do this. So what the commentators will do, there will be a lot of data, but whatever they want to speak, for whichever batsman they want to speak, they will note a point of it. Or if they will ask me for a Xerox copy of the document. So once I went to the venue, I'll take a printout of 2, 3 printouts for them, because 5 commentators to 6 commentators will be sitting there
Mm.
during the match. Some of them will be having iPad. They will see it in their own iPad, the document which I sent. The other people might want to have the soft copy in the hard copy in their hands, so that they can see it and speak it easily. This is how I prepare for a match. This is before the match. So
Yeah.
what I will do during the matches, for example, before the match might start at 7:30. The show gets over by 7:15 or 7:20. The world feed goes on 7:20. So I'll give the umpires names, team changes from last match to this match. So these things I'll write it down and I'll keep it next to them. So they will, whenever the team changes comes, they will see and speak it on TV. Then whatever happens in that match, for example, suddenly 16 balls, no boundaries. I will say the commentator that is 16 balls without a boundary, no boundary in power play. Example, this is the lowest power play score this season. So that things while the match is happening, I will just keep on monitoring the tabs of the. And then I will say this is the 250th match for Dhoni, or 50th match, 100th IPL match in Chinnaswamy Stadium. Such things I will say during the match so that they will directly say it on TV
Right.
whenever. So the main thing here is they will say without any like they will majority, if they like, they will say the data. If not, they won't say. It's up to them. We
Mm.
can't force them to say the data, because everyone knows cricket. We are compared to those people who are sitting there, I'm very much less
Mm.
knowledge cricket person. Okay, but the thing is, we provide the data. It's up to them. A lot of people take majority of the data. For example, if I give 10 data, 90% of the data they might speak. But the thing is, if you do one mistake, they will look bad on TV.
Okay.
If I give the average of Virat Kohli at Chinnaswamy is 54 instead of 64, they will say it on TV, but they will look bad. So we
Correct.
have to double check the data before giving it to the commentators or whoever it is. So we have to be very careful. Only that part is the most pressuring thing. You shouldn't be making any mistakes by the God's grace or something. Haven't done much, like only one or two odd mistakes in the last 9 years. Hopefully, it should carry for me.
Yes, that's great. And talking about this entire role, so what are the tools that you are using? Or like you mentioned, you get the team sheets, right? So who is the provider of the team sheet, like team managers, and then how do you?
No, it's not a team manager. So this is a broadcast production. There will be a production manager for the broadcast. So they will print the team, they will send the team, they will get the team, and that is a group, WhatsApp group. Once this is sent, the team sheet will be sent in the group by BCCI officials or whoever is there in the group. After that only we will get the team sheets. So the graphics people who's whatever graphics you are seeing on TV, the playing 11 and other thing, they will prepare the sheet, seeing that. So after that, they will take the printout in the production room. Then they will send it upstairs to our com box, wherever our com box is. They will come and give the team sheet. So I will have a team sheet. Commentators will have a team sheet. So for example, there will be few in domestic or some local tournaments. If you go, you might not know the players. You have to see the jersey numbers and you have to find the players. So a lot of things are there around the production. It's production is not like as simple as you like. As you look, it might look easy while watching it on a TV, that there are hundreds of people working behind the scenes.
Well, it is not even sounding very easy because you are just telling
Yeah,
new update, and especially in T20 matches where the window is like 15 minutes or like 20 minutes before the toss, right? So
yeah.
so So if I ask you like what are the biggest challenges that you think you are facing with this role? Not as challenges, or you can say um, what are the biggest thing that you keep in mind while working on
So
this?
as I said you earlier before, the biggest challenge is I shouldn't make a mistake, because if I make a mistake, it will look bad on the commentator whoever is saying that exact point on TV. Okay, for example, if I say CSK have won 8 consecutive matches against RCB, example. Okay, if I say 8, but if the data is 10 means they will look bad. They will get trolled in Twitter,
Right.
Instagram, whatever it is. So I have to be very careful with, particularly with the data.
Mm.
Sometimes that's why whatever I do, I will write it down. I will write it down in a piece of paper and share it with them. I have a headphones, I have a headset, I can speak with them directly. But it is better for us to write it down and give, so that if they see it and say it on TV, it will be better for them without making any mistake they can say. So after writing, I will double check. So it is 8 or 10. So when I am confirmed by with myself and the with the database which I have, then I will share it with them. Then they will give it on to the world whoever is watching on TV. This is my biggest thing to do.
And sometimes we have seen like commentators saying like they have asked the statistician to find out how many times, say, just for example, Virat Kohli has gone out while playing cover drive, right?
Yeah.
So how does this scenario work? Like, do you go to the database and
So
find the
so we have a database. As I told, we have a tool. Karamba has a tool. So we go to the database. We will put a filter. So 2014 Virat Kohli is not the Virat Kohli of 2015.
right?
How he played in 2014 England and how he played in 2018 England is totally different. So what he has changed. For
Mm.
that, we will see what he has put movements he has changed with our software. With the 2014 videos compared with 2018 videos. Likewise, each and since you asked cover drive, likewise we will check how he has gotten out to cover drives, or how he has played the cover drives so well. Which length ball he has played so well, which fourth stump, fifth stump line he struggles.
Mm.
Like that, we have the exact each and every data you want to. So at the time, we will go open our software. Whenever the commentators ask, this is what it is. We'll give for the last two IPL. For the last two IPLs, against leg spin, he has been dismissed 3 times. But against off spinners, he has been dismissed 8 times, like that. So all the things, whichever shot he gets out, everything will get it.
It's really a hard job, I think. And talking about all these cricket matches, so what's the most memorable moment for you till now?
Till now, it is I did the 2023 World Cup. So it was on I from the I did the first match, I did the last match, I did India Pakistan. Like majority of the key matches, I was part of that during that World Cup. It is my most favorite memory. I did the 2023 World Cup. There were the likes of Ricky Ponting, Shane Watson, Matthew Hayden, Ian Bishop, Ian Smith, Sunil Gavaskar, Ravi Shastri, Dinesh Karthik. There were like I can't even say the list goes on. There were like 12 to 11 commentators with me in the commentary box. It was obviously there were Ponting, 3-time World Cup winning player. There were Sunil Gavaskar was there, Ravi Shastri was there, Harsha Bogle was there, Dinesh Karthik was there. Like like all the people. You can't even say I know one person cricket more than them. Obviously, because it is, but all the people are so easygoing. Whatever if I give, like on the day of finals, if example I'm saying I gave them 40 stats during the match, 45 stats to speak during the match, they would have said 41 on air. So they are not like what is this that that they go, they won't do like that. They are well trained professionals, they are so good people. If that is good, because majorly what whenever they are speaking, I'll give some stats on the line of that. Okay, since you said Virat Kohli the cover drive, right? When if they are speaking like that, I will say he has gotten out to Pat Cummins 3 times while playing the cover drive in the last 5 innings. So that will give them extra things to speak on TV.
Mm.
So whatever they speak, if you give it up the support point or a data, only then it will look good. Without simply, if I say Virat Kohli, five dismissals out of 10 innings in against left-hand spinner, but he would have played 200 balls and scored 250 runs. The data will look odd, but the thing is right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have to be on spot with whatever the commentator says. You have to provide the extra data. Likewise, during that since you asked during the 2023 World Cup semi-finals, it was it was a not a great stat. Okay, basically Virat Kohli has suffered in the knockouts in ODI ICC Champions,
Right.
ODI ICC Champions Trophy or ODI World Cup.
Mhm.
Only in ODIs. Okay, majority of the people wouldn't want to see that stat.
Right.
Okay, but it was Ian Smith who is a New Zealander. Okay, he was there. He
Mhm.
told, I will speak it on TV because he wanted New Zealand to win,
Yeah.
obviously,
Mhm.
and he wanted to say that it is a stat
Right.
because it is not wrong or anything. It
Mhm.
is a stat, but few times sometimes the people might not want to look at it.
Yeah.
But he told, okay, give me. These are the numbers. He read 32, 7, 11, 9, like that. Since 2011 World Cup till 2023 ODIs, ICC events, ODIs. In
Mhm.
knockouts, he hasn't done much. He told all the, so brace yourself, folks. This is India and fans. You don't want to hear this. This is the stat. He told that. He read it like that. It happens sometimes, but it is real. But he scored a century that day.
Right.
So it was the vice versa. But you can build up the talking saying that he hasn't scored until today. Will he perform on the biggest day in India at Pankaj? He did that. And India went on to win that match. And unfortunately, India lost in the finals.
That's the biggest heartbreak for any cricket.
Yeah, yeah. That exactly. If you, uh, when I was there, it was if you throw a pin on that Rohit Sharma's wicket, it was you could have heard the entire Ahmedabad could have heard that sound. It was dead silence when Rohit Sharma got out.
I still remember the scorecard. I think it's 10 over 84 2 when he got out and
Yeah,
we said catch. It's still in.
just it was like the Australian. We were that ground is so huge. We
Mhm.
were in the combo. The Australians were celebrating in the pitch. We could hear that easily.
Uh,
It was so silent.
I have one question regarding the same. Like you
Yeah,
mentioned, you are watching match as well at the lifetime. So how difficult it becomes for you guys when you are seeing match as well? It's a very crucial match, but you also need to work on the stats.
that is the most important thing for us is we can't celebrate during crucial moments. I was working with Star Sports Tamil since 2018 till 2024. Okay, I was with Karamba Technologies. We were the client for Star Sports, so
Mm.
we would provide the data. So whatever, when I was in the studio, I used to example CSK 12023 IPL, 2021 IPL. Okay, at that time I can't celebrate. I have to give data for the graphics people. I have to get ready for make the graphics. Once the game is over, they will get ready for the show. I have
Mhm.
to keep all the things for the show. When the anchors are speaking, they have to provide the graphics. So I have to give data for that. This is the biggest disadvantage that we have. When I go to the world feed, there I can celebrate, but not that so as a fan or something. I have to be professional. I have gone to work, so I have to be professional. As I said that day, there were like 12 to 13 grades in the com box on the finals, but I didn't take any photos or I didn't do anything. I went to work there as a professional. So you have to. That is the most important thing for me. You
Mm.
go there as a professional, work as a professional, come back as a professional. Apart from that, when you're in hotel or anything, you can just take a photo. When we go for breakfast, at the time we used to speak, hello there, how are you? Good morning, have a good day. Like that, it's okay. But on the place, you have to be professional. You can't. When in Sachin once came during one match, he was sitting right like not even 1 meter away from me. Like, but everyone will feel that urge or to take photo, but I didn't take any photos or anything. I could have easily taken. They wouldn't have told anything. But it's we should
Question.
be professional. Yeah.
Yeah, right. And as you mentioned, like you can meet the players in the hotels, and they speak to you, right? So, is there any incident or any story that you like to share with us that you have with any of the players?
No, no, like Ian Bishop, he is one of the closest for me. So whenever he used to text me quite often, like what is the things we can do, what are the new things we can provide data. We don't want to stick to the basic things. He researches a lot. For example, uh, if next year there is a guy called Tushar Aheja who did
Mhm.
well in TNPL. Okay, he scored 400 runs in 8 games. He might be picked up in IPL. Okay, I'm pretty much sure Ian Bishop would have started digging his
Mhm.
the how he has come, how his career has. He would have started to take notes. So that's how commentator
Mhm.
will grow also. Like he has done lots and lots of research about each and every player. Whenever he comes, I'll be sitting next to that. Like I'll be watching like this. Oh, these are all things he has done.
Mhm.
We would be surprised. We might not know. He might be a person from our state where we belong or whatever he has done. But we might not know such thing. That's how you have to be prepared for a match. You can't come simply speak and go. He is one of my favorite persons. Even after IPL is finished, we'll see next time he replied to my message and he went. Oh, this is he is one of the great persons. Likewise, in I told now I worked in Starport
Yeah.
there it's like a family there in Star Sports Kamal, like where we there, all the commentators do this. We sit after the match, we go to room, we'll sit for some time, we'll speak, we'll eat something, order eat something, or the next day morning we'll go to breakfast. It nowadays everyone are like that, all the each and every regional. So it gives us freedom to express to speak with them. It's
Mhm.
not like, oh, it's Sunil Gavaskar, oh, it's Krishnamacharya Srikanth. Krishnamacharya Srikanth has told my name n number of times on TV. Whenever I say, he will on the TV itself, hey, Kavin, just say me the stat on the talkback. He will on the app he will say. So it's easy for us also to work with them.
Mhm.
They will make us feel easy to work with them. That's how it is.
That's really nice. And last but not the least question I'd like to ask you, do players also ask for stats while they are practicing, or they have their own statistician in the team?
And that's where the video analysts come into play. So they will video analyst is another part. Like as I'm a statistician,
Mm.
there is another video analyst. There is a backend coder. These are the then technical technical team. 4 teams we have in our office. Okay, so the video analyst get the data from us before the matches or something. So each and every team has a certain company as the backend. So they provide the data. As you said, recently during IPL, there was a rain-filled event. Okay, one match was got rain-filled. At that time, Ian Bishop was there, Aaron Finch was there, KT Martin was there. I was sitting there. So we were speaking. They were asking, how would you put this data, or will you? Ian Bishop was asking Aaron Finch, will you put all the data? You take data matchups and go into the game. He was when he won the 2021 or 2022 World Cup. He told, we don't take that much things. I'll take the needed things. I'll say to the player. Need, the useless things I will cut it off. I won't say to the players. Okay. When a bowler is good against a batsman, I won't say, because if Maxwell thinks he is weak against a bowler, how will he go and face him? So
Correct.
likewise, he won't say all the data. If Hazelwood has taken Josh Butler 4 times, he will go that and say to him, "You have done like this. This is how he has gotten out to you 3 times. Try it out. If it is good, we will get the wicket. If not, try your plan." That's how he will say it. Seems. He won't take all the data. He won't put all the things in the player's mind. That's what he told.
I think it's
I was
like
surprised with that.
trying to get the positive points for his
Yeah,
team as
exactly,
well. And
exactly.
was the captain in the
Yeah,
least World Cup.
yeah.
Right. It's nice. And what's your dream right now? Like at this point where you are like loving your job, and so what's next for you?
It keeps on going. I don't get bored of this job. I like to travel wherever the matches happens. I want to do the all the T20 leagues. Now T20 is becoming the powerhouse. I will start doing CPL in future, Big Bash, IPL I have done. So all the things T20 World Cup I have done. So all the things I have to like do next. I World Test Championship. Everything we can do. This all the tournaments we have to do. That's not the that's the it, since I'm passionate about cricket, all the sports. I just want to work on it. That's it.
That's really nice. So best of luck, Kevin, for the same, and thank
Yeah.
you so much
Thank you.
for
Thank you.
sharing
Thank
the
you.
story. Thanks a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah. Thank you.